yeah, that it would just. I don't know because I don't know. I've never played with any of the guys, so some of them might be fucking dog shit, and then
No,
it
but you
happens.
know, yeah, but you know that you can boot the football at them and you're not going to feel bad about it. Whereas if you booted a football at a girl and it hurt them and made them bleed, you'd be like, oh my God, I'm like a wife beater.
Yeah,
You
that's
would, I,
true.
it's like I was playing football with my friend and two of my friend and one of my friend's nephews who was like 6. And then
Yeah.
I booted the football and it hit him straight in the face. And if that happened to my friend, I'd have found it funny. But because I booted the ball in the 6-year-old boy's face, I was like, oh, I feel really bad now. But to be fair, he did run at it. So
Well,
it was
I
more,
mean,
it
is
was
it
his fault.
is it just to go back to what you said before? Is it classed as a wife beater if it's somebody else's wife?
Yeah, because it's still a wife that you beat.
Yeah, that's a good point, isn't it? Never thought about that. It's just one's
Yeah.
domestic and then one's just assault, isn't it?
Yeah.
Interesting.
It's maybe I'll just go to the football thing anyway and just ruin it.
You don't know where it is.
I can find out.
Okay,
Where is
well,
it?
I'm not telling you. 'Cause I don't want you to
Sexist.
ruin it. Um,
Sexist, that's what it is. You
I
don't
tell
want
you
me
what,
to
mate.
turn up to the football thing because you're scared I'm going to ruin it because I'm a girl.
You're the one that's
Right.
just said you're going to come and ruin it.
No, I didn't. You must have
Yeah.
imagined that for your sexist
Oh,
peers.
well,
I know.
I've got it on recording, so I'll watch it back later.
Yeah, and you'll see.
All right, I've got to do a really shitty open bit where I go, "Hello, everybody, and welcome to this
Oh,
podcast
yeah,
that no
let me
one."
get.
Okay, okay, you're gonna good. All right, looking good. All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome to this podcast that no one will watch. It's called Would You Rather. It's where you pick one thing or the other. It's pretty self-explanatory. Why don't you say hello to my guest today? Her name is Shannon Something. She's an open mic comedian. Say hello to the people, Shannon.
Hello.
There you go. She's nice, isn't she? You will recognize Shannon from such places as Portsmouth on a dark night out.
Yeah,
And I'm not
thank
sure
you.
where else, but yeah.
Definitely not the football five-a-side comedian game where you won't see me.
Tell you what I'll do if I'll raise the question because if it goes well, we'll do it once more. But I'll raise the question. But I think your thoughts are probably correct. They don't probably just don't want to go there.
Yeah. No, it's fine. I do get it. I just wish that they just said, like, we don't want to play with a girl. And I'll be like, fine. I had
Okay,
this in like year 6.
I'll
Fine.
speak for the group then. We don't want to play with a girl.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay, cool. Is this where you suddenly get busy and can't do the podcast anymore?
Yeah. Uh,
Fuck off. And you just hit me what you were doing.
yeah, I did think, how long is it going to take for him to notice this? Uh, yeah,
Um,
I'm a laugh and I'm.
yeah, you are enough. You are enough. Well, okay, well, let's try doing this then. The first one's a bit of a doozy, to be fair. I don't know if you can see it, but it says, "Would you rather lick lick a male's ass, right, after he's had diarrhea, like straight after, no
Hmm.
wiping, all right, or drink a
Yeah.
pint of cum?"
Well, interesting, because for both, it depends on what they've eaten.
Okay, expand.
Because if, well, right, so if it's a man that happens to only eat sweet corn and he's only been eating sweet corn for like the last year of his life, then that's just going to be sweet corn. That's
Yeah,
fine.
okay.
And then if that man has a disgusting diet, like he drinks milk with steak and eggs, then
I knew
that's
you
going
were
to
gonna
taste
say
vile. And no way, Jose.
it. Yeah, but
Um,
I'm pretty sure that guy that drinks milk and has steak probably has pretty nice tasting cum.
no,
No?
no,
Ah, okay.
no. Not that I've just yeah, just so everyone knows, I haven't
Yeah,
tasted his cum, by the way.
of course.
But yeah, because I'm way out of your league. Um, but vegetarians have nice tasting cum. So if he's a vegetarian, because well, it's not nice tasting, it just doesn't taste of anything.
Is your fiance a
So
vegetarian?
yes, he is.
Ah, good man. Good man.
Yeah. Uh, and if he wasn't, I'd dump him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, there we go then.
Not for
That's
the
that.
animals, for the cum.
Yeah. Especially you
But
could drink a pint of that.
yeah, I'm gonna go with the pint of cum. What would you go for?
See, I feel like if you're licking somebody's ass and it's just got diarrhea on it, it doesn't matter if it's a man or not.
Yeah,
Do
the
you know?
gender thing. Yeah, that doesn't really play into it. Actually, that makes it better
What
because
if it's a
fanny
man?
get yeah, because like the fanny and the bum are linked, aren't they? Well, mine
Are
is. I
they?
don't know about anyone else's. Yeah, and
Are they?
yeah, and I think like that's just like when I think about that, I'm like that's really disgusting.
How are they
That's so
linked then?
gross. Well, I don't know about anyone else's, but they're all like in the same area, isn't it? It's like
Oh, okay, I get you.
one one big cheek, isn't it?
Yeah, I
Really?
suppose. Yeah, but you got like a little bit of like the taint, haven't you? Which is like,
What's the thing? Oh, is that
yeah,
the
like the
like
gooch.
the nothing bit?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, why is there so many different names for that?
I don't know what. Yeah, it's a good point actually. Well, the gooch is. I don't think that's a proper name,
No, it
but
is. Isn't it?
is that a
I
proper
know what
name?
you mean. I know what you
Yeah.
mean anyway. But yeah, but all the like, if you're a girl and you get a sweaty ass,
Oh yeah.
or and then you're on your period or whatever, all that stuff is gonna mix together.
Yeah,
Like,
like a
which might be
cocktail.
nice for some people. Some people
Yeah.
will be into that 100%. So like some people will be into like licking diarrhea ass and drinking a pint of cum. I'm
Well,
not.
that's my thought is that if somebody does like this, right, licking diarrhea ass, I don't think they're gonna worry about the gender of it. I don't think they go, I'm gonna lick diarrhea off your ass, but not a guy's ass. That's disgusting. I don't think that's I don't think that happens. I feel like it's like anyone that will let me lick their ass with diarrhea on it, I'll be there. I think that's
Oh, and also, is it the asshole? Is it just like the ass cheek?
I think it's the we'll go. It doesn't specify because it is badly written and obviously written by like a 15-year-old kid. But we'll go for the whole. We'll say go for gold.
Wrote this.
Um,
Huh.
but I feel like yeah, I'm with you. I I feel like drinking cum wouldn't be as bad.
What tabs you got open, huh?
Oh,
Mm.
you won't be able to see them.
Yeah, I can see him.
Oh, can you? It's like would you rather tab
I was
something
just seeing
else?
if you had like Pornhub open. Mm.
No, no, I got rid of that
Something,
before I started this.
yeah, something funny, but no,
No, no, nothing funny. There's
nothing.
nothing funny. I don't. Well, as you've seen my stand up, you know, I don't do anything funny.
No, you're quite funny.
Oh, that's kind. I wasn't actually. I was thought you were just gonna. We were gonna do a bit. You weren't gonna just agree. I mean, you were just gonna agree, and we were gonna move on from there. But we aren't on the way. We aren't on the same wavelength, I guess.
Are we not? Oh, that's
Well,
fine.
I don't know. I
What?
quite like your. You know, I see your wavelength, and I like it, but I struggle. Like I'll try and jump onto it, but I can't quite ride the wave. Do you know what I mean?
Oh,
Not
that's
in
why I'm so lonely.
a. No, you know, you get yourself a fiance.
Yeah, but he's just in it for the tits.
Well, he's a man, so.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
that's the cool thing. You're like, well, you will be lonely because you're a bit of an enigma, aren't you?
No, I'm not.
I mean,
I don't even know what that is.
you know, just
Is
just
that another
different.
word for strange person?
Yeah, yeah, it is. Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome. But it's nice. I like it.
All I
Um,
want to do is be normal and go to
no, you
work
don't.
and come
It's
home
overrated.
and
If you
wear
wanted to be normal,
jeans.
you wouldn't own a pigeon.
I don't own a pigeon.
Oh, sorry, you wouldn't allow a pigeon to live with you.
Why? People have wolves and little tigers. That's
That's
less. That's like less
yeah.
dangerous
That is
and
yeah.
more
No,
hygiene.
that's a good point. Yeah, you're right. I mean, the pigeon. What's the most damage a pigeon? It's probably take an eye. Could probably take an eye from you.
No, she can't. She can't do
No?
that. No, once I fell asleep on this sofa I'm sat on right now, and I woke up and so my head was on the arm of the sofa, and she was like opposite me, just watching me sleep. And as soon as I opened my eye, she pecked me in the eye like really hard, and it did really hurt, but no damage.
Oh,
Like the most
okay.
the worst thing she can do is poo. And it's literally like picking up like a little Malteser that's a bit melted. It's like, oh.
What if have you ever walked through like your door and you've had like a plate of your food and she's just pooed straight onto it and you've been like, that would be the worst.
No, she's not really interested in our food unless it's like noodles or spaghetti. She only
Oh, okay.
likes noodles or spaghetti, and she won't like sit on it or poo on it. She'll try and nick a bit, but yeah,
Yeah, makes
no.
sense. Okay, well, which one are we going to go for, do you think?
Oh yeah, definitely pint of cum.
Yeah? All right, we'll try the pint of cum. So, I don't know if you... Oh, my God, we didn't even get to see what it was.
Oh,
Can I go back? Yeah, I
what is
can.
it?
Awesome. So I don't know if you've done this site before, but in the middle, afterwards, it always tells you the percentage of people that agree with you.
Ah, okay, interesting.
So that one, oh, you fucking no, we didn't get it. We didn't get it after all that. Didn't tell us.
Ah,
No, okay. Piece of
that's a
shit. Right.
shame.
Well,
It's,
yeah, but we went for pint of calm anyway. So the audience of one, which is me watching this back afterwards, will know what we chose. Um,
yeah, I didn't even know you did a podcast.
it's a very new thing that is just supposed to be fun.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
not. I don't think anyone's going to watch it. I don't think I'm going to be like Joe Rogan or anything. I'm just.
It's meant to be fun, but you rushed me into it like you want to get it out the way.
No, no. Yeah. It's just because of the football later. Otherwise, I would have. Yeah, yeah. Sorry.
Oh, because of the football I'm not allowed in. Yeah, I forgot.
Well, I
Forgot
mean,
about that.
it is supposed to. It's supposed to be fun, but I'd like to also try and get one out every week if I can.
Okay.
Okay. All right. What are you thinking?
Think how sad it is that I can't play football because you're all scared. You'll you'll think you're too strong, that you'll break my bones or something. Where
Well, I
I
don't
would
know.
be going there and I'd be trying to break all of your bones.
Yeah, I imagine
That's
you
the
would.
Yeah. Well, not all of your bones, but maybe like one person's like little finger, and then I'll be like, sorry.
I've already got a broken little finger, if you can, so you can, yeah.
No, I actually wouldn't want to break anyone's finger, but no, I might. Just so you're clear, I am joking, just because some
Okay.
people get confused that I'm not.
Well, it's
But
just your general manner, isn't it? That's why people get confused.
yeah, gotta work on that.
No, it's fine. It's interesting. Right, okay. Would you would you rather live in a bin for the rest of your life and eat scraps, or be that guy Barney and love dirt? I don't know who that guy Barney is.
I don't know what the second one is, but the first one actually sounded fun to me
Yeah, do you know
because
what? When I was reading it, I was like, this is actually probably a bit of Shannon.
yeah, I was like, that sounds all right. As long as I'm safe and like not gonna get like raped at night, like that sounds fine.
No, I
But
imagine there's a lock for the bin.
yeah, like I used to genuinely eat scraps between 2017 and 18. Not because I was poor, just because I was trying to save money, and time. So I used to wait tables,
Yeah.
and then if someone hadn't touched the chips or they hadn't touched their garlic bread or something, like it hadn't moved, I'd eat it when I'd cleared their table.
Bit like a pigeon.
Yeah, a bit, I guess.
Yeah. Is a pigeon, is pigeon, would you say that that's your spirit animal or
No,
no, a goat?
no.
What would you go
Think
for?
maybe a frog.
Yeah, okay.
What about you?
probably like a little monkey or something.
Oh yeah, I can imagine you being a monkey actually. Which is
Yeah,
funny because you look a bit like Tom Lawrenson, who's like a famous comedian.
I'm gonna have to
And
Google him.
he used to say when he used to do like open mic nights, I don't know if he still says it now in his sets, but he used to say, "Oh, you are what you eat." And I don't remember eating a cheeky little monkey. And then you just said like a
That
monkey. Yeah. So that's funny.
is funny. Tom Lawrenson.
Yeah, I think it's because you got similar skin tone and hair and jawline.
Who, me?
Yeah, to Tom Lawrenson.
Oh,
Even though
right.
he, yeah,
I don't know who he is. Oh, I know. Oh, no, no, I don't know who he is.
yeah,
Is he not that guy that does that gardening TV program?
no.
Oh, okay.
He
I don't
does
know who
like
he is.
little funny videos.
Oh, does he?
And he used to do stand up. I'm pretty sure he still does stand up. But I think he's well known for his TikToks now, where he just
Oh,
does little
okay.
sketches. Yeah.
All right. So you'd go for the bit. I don't know who that guy Barney is, so I feel like it's live in
Yeah.
a bin.
I,
But yeah,
yeah, I don't know who that is. Like, be that guy Barney and loved it. What? I feel like that's a typo or something's gone wrong in the AI or whatever creates this stuff. I
probably.
don't even understand what that means.
No, I think he's like a YouTuber or something.
Oh,
So we're gonna go with live in
the
a
bin.
bin with scraps because we don't know who that guy Barney is. Uh,
Yeah.
even though even though he's supposedly famous enough to put here where people will understand who he is and probably has a bit of money, we'd rather not be him and be eating scraps in a bin.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah,
I don't,
I feel like
yeah, I don't like the sound of him.
no,
That guy
I don't.
Barney.
Yeah, well, who's that guy? You know that guy Barney? Nah, nah, he's a prick.
Yeah, he does sound proper cunty. I would look him up, but last time I went to check something from Zoom, it like got rid of it. So I'll
Oh,
do it
okay,
after.
that cunt Barney.
Hmm. Yeah,
Um, so
that's
yeah,
what
here's a
should do.
message to you that Barney, do better, all right? Because I'd rather be in a bin eating scraps than be you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, same. This is where we get cancelled, and he's like really popular, and everyone's like, "Oh my God, these like two people that are not even famous, like just slag off on hero, like let's cancel them." And then we get murdered or something and end up on a Netflix documentary, and then that's how the podcast becomes famous. Whoa.
Oh my God. That's how we do it. And then people, who do you reckon would be in our podcast? Like, I mean, sorry, on the Netflix thing, like talking about who we were and how we were. Like,
Now, this is going to be risque for me to say for my comedy career, but I'm going to say it anyway because I don't care. But I think it'd be all the popular lot comedians. You know what I mean?
the popular ones.
Yeah, the popular ones.
Do you know? Do you know what? I feel a bit hurt that I'm not included in the popular.
No, yeah, see, you are one of the popular. You know, like at
Am I?
school, there'd be right. Let me explain it. So, you know, like at school, there'd be the popular ones, but sometimes in the popular group, there'd be a popular one that's actually all right, and you think,
Yeah.
oh, I can see why the popular people like you because, like, you're just nice,
Is that
and but you
me?
get on. Yeah, you're that one,
That's
but
really nice.
I don't think there's any other ones. Yeah.
Oh, that's really nice. That's like the nicest compliment I think anyone's given me.
Oh,
Oh, thank you.
oh.
But
You're
I don't
nice
know.
once you get to know me.
I think you're all right anyway.
Uh,
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because you're funny, so that's all that
yeah,
matters.
doesn't matter. I've still got a house and a car.
Exactly. That's way more than I've got.
Exactly.
I'm so poor. I might as well be this guy living in a bin. You're at this moment, you're that guy Barney, and I'm the guy in the bin because you got a house and
Oh,
car.
really?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you had a car.
Oh
You
yeah,
have a car.
yeah. I do have a car. Yeah, you're right. Sorry.
What's that about? Oh, you're one of those people that's like, oh, I'm gonna wear secondhand clothes so I look poor, but actually you're like, your mum and dad are rich. Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with secondhand clothes, all right?
No, but no, what's wrong with it is when rich people have secondhand clothes for the purpose of pretending to be poor and like
Oh, okay.
working class. That was
Oh,
what
yeah. The
the
point was.
um the point was, yeah.
Okay, I understand. All right. Well, let's go with live in a bin then.
Yeah, but still have a car, but not tell anyone about it.
36, 36 people, 36% of people agree to living in a bin but having a car and not telling anyone about it. So most
Oh,
people
that
would
makes
rather
me
be
feel
that guy
better.
Barney.
That makes me feel better about the world. That's good.
Well, that
Right.
means what? 60 something percent of people would rather be that guy Barney.
Oh, I thought you said 96% of people would rather live in a bin.
No, 36.
Oh, wow. That's just ruined my life now. Not ruined my life, but made me a bit sad. That's okay.
I mean, you can't be too surprised that not people don't want to live in a bin.
No, it depends what kind of bin. Like, what if it's a bin that's for, I don't know, uh, memory foam mattresses and Five Guys? So all that gets thrown out are Five Guys and memory foam mattresses.
That's a good point. Yeah, Five Guy
Bloody well good.
scraps. That would be
Yeah,
pretty. That would be pretty good.
I know, right? So you got to think about these things. If I ever own a retail space and I'm just rich and I'm just pissing about with my money, I'm definitely going to open a Five Guys and a memory foam mattress space and then wait for someone to live in my bin.
Excellent. Okay.
Have first
Um,
refusal.
this one is pretty gross, to be fair. Would you rather get killed in 9/11 or
Oh,
get killed by a bomb on an aeroplane? What?
wow, this is something that if one of us becomes famous, it would get regurgitated and it'd be like, look, they're talking about this. But I don't plan on that, so I don't care. But basically, these are the same things, right?
Yeah, these are pretty much the same. Like again, it's I think it's like a 15-year-old's written this and been like, "This is hilarious," and they've decided
Uh,
to go with the same thing. But let's assume there wasn't a bomb on the 9/11 thing, and it was just they just crashed into the towers.
uh, I'm gonna say the bomb on the plane because I'm thinking of the story. I'm thinking that plane could have a bomb and it could have been going over the like Bermuda Triangle or whatever, and then disappeared, and then it's like a mystery, and it's like, am I dead or am I like living on an island somewhere? So I'd like to leave an air of mystery when I die. So I'm
That's a
gonna
good
go.
point.
I feel like there's more mystery with the bomb on a plane.
Also, you don't know, like the bomb on a plane, you don't, like you said, you don't know the story behind it. Like, you know the story with 9/11, like, and
Hmm.
I don't really want to be a
Well,
part of that, to be fair. Well, I
do we
mean,
know the story?
do we?
Do
Exactly.
we?
Get killed in 9/11 or get killed by. Yeah, I feel like the bomb on a plane, it could be a heroic thing, you know?
And does that mean the actual 9/11 terrorist attacks, or does that mean just that date? Could be
Yeah,
nine
maybe it
eleven
means
twenty
two.
thirty one.
That's
Like, I
right.
don't
That's
know.
what I was gonna say. Yeah, it could be 9/11 2002. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like we don't know. Uh,
So do I just like, get an aneurysm and die on that day? Oh my God, we could actually die on that day. How mad is that?
yeah.
Wouldn't it be
Could you imagine
creepy?
like the funeral?
Yeah. All the attention wouldn't be on me, would it? Everyone
No.
would be thinking about all those poor souls.
And you'd be like, "Oh, how did your daughter die? Oh, she died on 9/11. Oh my
Oh
God.
my
Oh,
God. I just realised that a few months ago I did actually nearly die on 9/11.
is that when you
That's
got
enough.
stabbed in the neck?"
Yeah.
Oh, do you want to play it? Should we play this out?
Play what out? What,
I'll
finish?
be I'll be the father of the deceased, and
Okay.
you can. Oh no, actually, it would be funnier if I'm the guy. So if you be the mother of the deceased.
Okay. Hello.
Okay. Oh, hey, how you doing?
I'm okay, thank you. All considering.
Uh,
How are you?
considering what? That's very leading. What's the issue?
Oh, my daughter has died.
Oh my God! What? How did she die?
I can't remember. I've got Alzheimer's as well. Who are you?
Oh no! Do you need help home?
No, no, no. It's okay.
Should
I'm
I do
I'm
what? Should I call somebody for you?
no, no. Go home, Tom Lawrenson. Go home.
Oh no! Do you know what? I often get that mistake. My name's not Tom Lawrence, and it's Jimmy James.
Oh, from the Netflix documentary.
Yeah, that's me.
Oh, you terrible, terrible man. How
Well,
could you do that to the poor, poor children?
they had it
Oh,
coming, if you ask me. They had it coming.
that's...
Or they had
Well,
me
I'm going to
coming
join my daughter now.
and seen. That was not at all what I imagined it would be.
I didn't know what was going on. The beauty of the arts. I
That
love it.
that is the beauty of the. Have you ever done any improv stuff?
Um, yeah, but this is gonna sound like a joke. I was doing it with this girl that was incredibly shy and would like have trouble. She was so shy, like she had like severe like social anxiety or something that she like couldn't talk. And then the other guy I was doing it with had a voice box problem and couldn't talk. And I'm not even lying. That's true. Oh,
Was it that like drama therapy? Did you go to one of those things?
no, believe it or not, I've never been to any therapy and I've never been like diagnosed with anything wrong with my mental brain. Not that there's a problem with that, but I'm just saying, I see videos of me and I think, oh my God, it definitely looks like there's something up with her. Because in my head, I seem pretty normal from this point of view. But when I look back, I'm like, Jesus Christ, I look like, yeah, unhinged or something.
I
But
mean,
no, this was just university.
oh, okay. Who are they accepting at your What university did you go to?
The University of Salford, of course, where they accept anyone.
Oh God, no wonder.
Yeah. I think the woman, my lecturer put me in a class with in a group with them on purpose. And then she told me off for talking too much. And I remember I kept pausing to like give him a chance to talk. And then I just carry it on a bit and say something short and then give him another chance to talk. Uh, yeah, and so on. That's how it went. Really bad.
Yeah, I get you. Um, okay. I'd rather get killed by a bomb on an airplane.
Let's see what everyone else says.
Okay, let's see what everyone else says. Oh, 50-50 that one.
Ah, well, it was kind of the same thing.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah, pretty much.
tongue a
Um,
homeless person. Isn't that just tongue a person?
pr pretty
Right.
much, yeah. Exactly,
Right.
exactly.
Aren't most people homeless? Don't most people like rent? I
Yeah,
class renting as being homeless.
that's a good point. But they haven't got a home to go to. Like, if you rent a home, then you have one to go. You don't own it, but you've got one to go to.
Yeah, but like, even if you're homeless, that doesn't mean you're like, that's implying that they're gross. Like I know that
Yeah,
a lot of the ones I've seen are gross. I'm not trying to be like I'm so PC and like everyone's equal, like but I'm saying like also I've seen a lot of people with homes that are gross.
yeah.
Like
That's a
me,
very
for
good
example.
point that you've just made. Yeah, that's a very good point. I've
Like
seen
it doesn't
I've seen some people with homes that are way grosser than homeless people, actually.
yeah, same. I was having a conversation with this man earlier and he stank and I
Oh,
knew that he had a home. I knew that he had a home because he was well dressed and he had keys. So I could hear him jangling in his pocket, and he had like a nice branded coat on. But man, he smelt of Big Macs and cigarettes.
oh my God, that's the worst.
Yeah, it's quite a popular smell actually. That
It
is.
is. It weirdly is, isn't it? Like
Yeah,
it's a smell of someone that. Do you know what? That's the smell of someone that doesn't deserve a home. To be honest with you.
that's the smell of someone that knows how to have fun. That makes me want to tongue them.
No, honestly, if you can take one of the, just because, homeless people, bit maybe a bit of BO, smell a bit pissy, but it's not cigarettes and Big Macs, is it?
No, I have a friend called Paul who's homeless,
Yeah.
and he doesn't smell, and he actually looks
Oh,
quite cool. He has like a cool aesthetic about him. I
you
imagine
see
if there
that?
was like an artsy street photographer, they'd really want to take loads of photos of him because he's like cool looking.
You see that though, don't you? Like sometimes you'll go to give a homeless person some money, and then you'll look at their trainers, and they'll be like brand new fucking Air Force Ones or whatever. You'll be like, they're nicer than my trainers. Well, how you? What's going on
Oh,
here?
yeah, that's because they get given those trainers.
Oh, do they? Oh, okay, I didn't know that.
No, I'm just messing. They might
Oh,
do. I don't know. I just made it
well,
up.
to be fair, it's a good point. They could actually be given the trainers.
Yeah, that would be good of Air Force One to do that. But then people would just be pretending to be homeless to get free Air Force Ones, wouldn't they?
Yeah, but that means that Nike would have to take all of the shoes that they're paying the slaves 1p per month to make and give them to homeless people.
Oh yeah, they wouldn't do that, would they?
No.
Why do people like these brands? Like, it's not like I'm against them. It's just like I don't get why everyone's like, oh my God, I love Nike. I've got to have the latest Nike. I've got to have the latest whatever the brands are, Tommy Hilfiger and
Yeah, I don't know. I
Calvin
don't.
Klein. I don't know. I don't
I
get
mean,
like obviously if those brands sent me a load of stuff in the post, I'd probably wear it.
oh
But
yeah,
I don't get why people go mad for it and they spend like money they don't have on it. Like a family member of mine, when another family of mine, member family, her son, basically, she didn't earn a lot of money and still doesn't, like earns minimum wage kind of thing. And she used to buy her son when he was a baby, when he was like a small child, like maybe up until he was like 16. All these designer brands like Nike trainers, Nike tracksuits, whatever the other ones are, what are they, Umbro, I don't know. Anyway, all branded shit. And I used to think, even as a small kid, I used to be like, oh my God, why is she buying all this expensive stuff, like 60 quid for a t-shirt?
yeah,
Madness. Like
it is
people that
madness.
earn minimum wage spending that money on stuff they don't need. Because I get it. She probably bought it to, you know, show love to her child. Like, oh, I'll get you the best, what I think's the best. And it's like, oh, it's kind of sad because she's been brainwashed into that, really. It's like you
Yeah, but
should get like Mandarin.
when
So,
it's like, oh, I'll give them the best. It's like it's not necessarily the best. It's just a brand, isn't it? Like it doesn't.
yeah, but they think it's the best. That's what I mean. They've been like manipulated into thinking that is the best when
And it
a t-shirt from Tesco's is just as good.
and it becomes about keeping up with the Joneses as well. Like somebody else's kids got Nikes, and they're like, and then their kids like, oh, these kids don't like my shoes, blah blah blah. And it's like, it's the social pressure of it.
Oh, yeah. Oh, it's sad that.
But yeah, yeah, yeah. I didn't expect this to take this turn, to be honest with you.
Oh, sorry. Oh,
No,
well,
no,
do you want me
it's
to go
fine.
back
It's
but that
good.
being silly?
No, no, no. It's
Um,
just this makes it
whoa!
interesting. This makes it interesting. No, this makes it interesting.
Oh, good.
Um, but yeah, yeah, I suppose you're right. But like that's what I was gonna say is like I don't think that if the homeless guy or guy, I say guy because not as many women are homeless, but I have been campaigning to again because I'm a feminist. I just want more women to be homeless. All right, so I
And
just want you to know
why don't you invite them to your football game, and
that.
then you can, with your man's strength, kick the ball so hard that you like cripple her, and then she loses her job and then becomes homeless, and that's how you make more homeless women doing your part.
That is a good idea.
Yeah. Do you know what? In this little box, you look a bit like Lieutenant Dan.
Thanks.
Do you see it?
Yeah, I can see what you mean. I can see what you mean. When he's like, what's it called? When he sees him
Depressed.
in the bar and he's like, and it's
That's
New
it with the
Year's. Yeah,
the
yeah, and he's got the
confetti
long
stuff.
hair. Yeah.
Yeah, that is literally exactly what I was thinking. Um,
It's a good shout. But by that token, you're just saying that anyone that has long hair and looks homeless looks like Lieutenant Dan.
no, I didn't say homeless. I just said you. I guess you do look
Oh,
homeless, actually. Yeah.
oh well, you can see that I have a home.
No, I can't.
What do you mean?
That's just one. That's just one wall.
Yeah, well, I'm not. I'm just. Yeah, you got me. You got me. I've just
You could
painted
have.
a wall outside Sainsbury's.
And how do I know you haven't broken into someone else's home or gone
I
round
know,
a friend's and gone? I just need to use your room for a minute.
I know you
Like,
think
you
I'm.
could be. You could be showing off. I don't know.
I know you think I'm popular, but I don't have any friends. So, you know.
I know that you do.
Do you? Who's my friend?
Well, that would be telling, wouldn't it? Wouldn't it, Sam?
Yeah.
GDPR. I can't say names.
Okay, that's fair enough. Okay, homeless or lick the inside of a public bin.
Oh, definitely the homeless person.
Yeah, yeah, I agree.
I feel like you don't agree, and you're like,
No,
no. I can see your what's it, prejudice. Go
what
on, go and lick your bin.
about tonguing a hoe? No, I'd much rather get a kiss out of it than, you know.
See, I think tongues like I don't know if you've ever kissed with a tongue, but not shown off, but I have.
Oh
And it
yeah,
always it
what's it
always
like?
tastes like it always tastes like porridge to me. I'm just
Yeah,
always like, oh, I fancy some porridge now. Right. I think it's the texture, and all people taste like porridge. All the people I've kissed taste like porridge anyway.
I'm gonna
Which
think about
again,
that next time I kiss someone.
yeah, you might be waiting a while looking like that.
What are you talking about?
I'm only messing. I'm only messing.
I know. Um, well, I mean,
It's just
you could think that I'm hideous, but that's fine as well.
no, if I did think you were hideous, I actually did think I wouldn't bring it up, would I? Because then it'd be like,
oh,
oh, he is actually
yeah,
hideous.
that
Oh, that's
would,
mean.
but
Like you can
but
call like normal people, pretty people ugly because it's funny because they're not. But you can't. There's some
yeah, but
people on the comedy scene I wouldn't make that joke with.
pretty people, I feel like you can call them ugly, but I feel like pretty people kind of have a complex because they're pretty. Not many people speak to them anyway because they're intimidated by the prettiness, so they might feel that they're ugly. So if you call them ugly, they'll be like, "Oh my God, I'm not ugly." Ah. Do you know what I
No,
mean?
that's not a thing.
It's not a
Pretty
thing.
people know. No, if you're actually pretty, like especially as a girl, like I don't look pretty right now, but I can make myself look pretty.
Yeah.
You know that if you're a girl, and I'm not even like mega pretty, I'm just like a bit pretty. But if you're a girl, especially, and you're pretty, 100% they know that they're pretty. Even if
Yeah.
they act like even if they act like they don't know it or they act shy or whatever, they know that they're pretty. because they'd have got told like their whole lives that they're pretty,
Yeah,
and they have eyes. Unless they're blind, unless they're pretty and blind, then maybe not. But
that's true. Well, and pretty people typically live an easier life. That's actually fact, isn't it? It's like scientific
oh, of
fact.
course, yeah,
Yeah,
because people like being around good-looking people because,
yeah,
well, like if you're hiring someone, you want pretty people to be like your salespeople, your marketing people, your business people, because people like engaging and talking to people that are attractive. That's
yeah,
just
makes sense.
how it is. And it does sound mean, and it is, like it shouldn't matter, but unfortunately, until everyone is born blind, that's just the way the world is.
Wow, this is really philosophical now as well. It's
Is
nice.
it?
Yeah, there's a
Is
couple of
it?
we've had a good back and forth, you and I like this.
Oh, yeah, it's fun.
Well, I went up to what's it called? I feel like the difference between men and women though, like when it comes to if people find them attractive, is that uh like if there's like an attractive man that he they he still won't be told that often that he's found attractive, but then I guess things in his life will he'll notice things in his life are easier because he is attractive, I guess. But I think women get like a compliment more than men, and then and then when a man like buys a woman a drink, and they're like, "Okay, so are we doing this now?" Women are like, "No, just because you got a drink doesn't mean that I'm gonna come round and spend some time with you." But I got given a drink by a gay guy, and I was like, "So what? Do I suck your dick now?" I don't know because I'm not used to being given drinks. So I was like, "This feels like this is the trade-off." Do you know what I mean? Like it feels that it's okay if I do this because I'm not used to people buying things for me.
Mm.
Do you know what I mean?
So what? So yeah, kind of a little bit, not really. So
Okay.
what did you do after the man bought you a drink?
I was just like, oh, thanks. And he was like, you know, so what happened was, is I went up to the bar and there's
Mm.
this guy next to me was like, is that with the OAP's discount? And then he gave it to him and he gave me the OAP's discount. And then the guy gave me the drink, and then I was like, "Oh, mate," I did a really shitty joke. I was like, "Oh, make sure you put on the OAP's discount." and then um and then he goes, "Oh no, that one's on the house," and I was like, "Why?" so I don't.
Were you doing comedy in this pub?
No, no, it wasn't a part. It was like a bar. Have you
A
been
bar?
to have you been to Edinburgh before? Like the Fringe?
Yeah.
It was like one of the like I don't know, you go up to like there's a square and there's loads of eateries and then there's like this main place where quite a few theaters are and they've got different acts on and there was a bar there and I just went up and the guy
Oh,
was
was it the Pleasance?
yeah, I think that must be it. Yeah, yeah. And then
Oh,
I thought, oh, okay, it must be it maybe it's just that you get your first one free or something because you got a wristband or whatever. I didn't have a wristband, but I just talked myself into it. And then I was like, okay, cool. And then I went back the next day and the guy was still there and he gave me half off and he remembered the drink that I got. And I was like, oh, okay.
maybe he was just nice.
Do you
How
think?
do how do you know he was gay?
Yeah, I mean, I'm just not used to being treated nice.
It's
So
like
I was,
the girl at Wittard's Tea gave me discount off of the latte thing. No, the hot chocolate I was buying. But I didn't think she was a lesbian. Like she might be. I don't know. I don't care.
she could be,
But
yeah.
maybe this guy recognized you from one of your comedy things, or maybe you said something and he just found it funny. Do you ever get that? Like sometimes you just hear someone say like one thing and you think, I like this person."
Yeah,
Maybe
I
it's one
do.
of those things. Like they could just
Yeah,
say like
okay.
one thing and it's like, so this man buying you a drink, this is what made you think you're good looking.
No, 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 nothing to do with me good looking. I just thought, is this guy like, because I'm not used to people buying me stuff. So I'm like, what does this guy
Mm.
want from me?
Oh, you're paranoid. Oh. Now it makes sense.
Uh, it's like, what's this? Why is this guy being nice to me? And
What does
I
he
almost,
want? What does
yeah,
he
I
want?
almost
You want a
refused to
bum then?
drink. I've got nothing else to offer, so I don't know what he like. He wasn't taking my money, so I don't know what else he wanted from me.
No, he just liked you. Maybe he just wanted to be your friend. Maybe he was losing his hair and he wanted some of your hair. Maybe he likes
Maybe.
Lieutenant Dan. I don't know.
Um,
That's it.
okay,
Now, this
so
could be a Netflix documentary.
it
Why
could
did
be.
this man buy Sam a drink? And then it's just a hunt. Us driving around the country in your secret car,
Why did
searching
you?
for this man.
That's actually that I'd watch that. I think that's quite interesting.
Say,
It's so stupid, but it's quite interesting at the same time.
yeah, yeah, we'll
We
do that.
struggle though because they wouldn't be able to give us any of his details because obviously, it's GDPR as we mentioned earlier.
Oh no, there's like I'd say like a 60% chance I could find him.
You reckon?
If if you gave me a brief description, rough age would help if you had a name,
I don't have
the
any of that.
year, if you knew the year of which this happened, and if it was the Pleasance and if it was a food truck or whatever, if you knew what one it was,
I know
then there
where
is
it
a chance.
was and I know what year it was,
What
but I don't
year?
know. I don't know the rest of that stuff. 2022.
Oh, fairly recently then.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, maybe this will go out and he'll be like, "It was me. I've been waiting for you all this time." And then you end up
Maybe.
getting married.
If not, if not, and one of us gets famous, we'll pitch this to Channel 4 and see what they
Yeah.
say.
But I've heard this before from other comedians, then you never hear from them ever again. Then when you message them, they pretend like they don't know you, and every now and then they might like something.
Is that a real story for what's happened to you?
No, that's what I see.
I don't know, man.
But yeah, the bin one.
Okay, yeah, I'm good. No, not the bin one. The tongue the homeless person one.
Oh yeah, tongue the homeless person one. Yeah. What am I like?
What are you like? 59. So 41% of people would still rather lick the inside of a bin.
Huh, that's good.
Weird. Well, I don't know, man. I think it's a
Depends
bit
what's in
weird.
the bin. Like,
Well,
is
that's
it a
it, isn't it?
recycling bin? So
No,
that's fine.
dog shit bin.
Oh no, that would be the worst. I think.
No
Oh, there's
way.
so many other things I'd rather do than that. Even the smell of those bins. See, this is what gets on my nerves with people like, oh my God, you have a pigeon. That's so weird. But walking around with a lump of shit in a plastic bag, that is like,
It's so true. It's so
I
true.
never have to do that. So gross. And if I do take Wayne out, she can poo where she wants, and I don't have to pick it up. Because one, it's good for the plants because of the seeds that she eats, and two, well, they're not gonna know. It's pigeon.
Wait,
Pigeon
wait.
shit
So,
everywhere.
so Wayne, you can take Wayne out, what? And she'll fly around and come back. And what's the?
Well, yeah, but last time I took her out, she ended up on the front page of the news. So, were you? Did I know you then
I don't
when she
think
was on the
so.
news? Oh, I got a thing framed on the wall. I don't know if you can see that. You see that?
Mm, yeah, I
Yeah.
can.
That's when, because I took her out, and at this point in time, I had forgotten to train her to come back. So, and she was a baby at this point, so she didn't know what she was doing really. And she went out and she flew around, and then I was like, come back, and then she wouldn't, and then she just sat on the roof of Weatherspoons for like a week, and then eventually she came back down. There was a lot more to it than that, but that's it in brief. But now she's trained. I've trained her to come back now, so now it'll be fine. It's just that I haven't let her out recently because one, there's been bird flu, and two, it's wet and windy,
Oh,
and I don't want her to get wet and cold.
yeah, fair enough.
And sometimes I leave the window open, and I think, oh yeah, she can just go out and come back, and then she doesn't even go. So yeah, I don't think she's that bothered. She likes
Hmm.
just like cuddles.
Oh, that's
She
nice.
likes just cuddles and seeds. Yeah.
She's domesticated.
Yeah, if you can stroke her and everything. She goes all puffy and goes. "Brr, brr, brr." It's quite cute.
That's nice.
Yeah,
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 it is
she's
quite
cute.
cute actually. Um,
I recommend her.
yeah, I mean, I probably won't get one, but it's
Mm,
interesting. Um,
yeah.
okay, would you rather this one's stupid. Would you rather sit in a bath with a 20-year-old man or sit in a bath with an 80-year-old woman? I don't feel like it makes a difference.
Um, doesn't really make a difference. For a woman would just be funny. Right. And it doesn't say we have to be naked. Like you could be
Yeah,
fully clothed sat in the bath. It could not even have any water in it. So it could just be like you're sat in a bath. Yeah, that would be well funny. A podcast where you sit in a bath with people and you just chat to them.
that sounds like your kind of podcast. That's the sort of thing that you would do.
No, my podcasts are more about like Hun culture, the ancient civilization,
Yeah, the Huns,
or
yeah.
yeah, or maybe like a history podcast about the Roman Empire.
Really?
Yeah.
You know a lot about the Roman Empire.
No, that's why I want to listen to a podcast about it.
Oh no, I mean
So
you do a podcast.
no, well, I would do it, but I'd be asking the questions for someone that actually knows what they're talking about.
Oh, okay, so you just interview people about the Roman Empire and about the Huns.
Yeah, or maybe the Sumerians.
I mean, there probably are ones like that there already, but there's also I reckon that would be really good. I think that you'd be really good at that because you'd make it interesting.
And it would be coming from a perspective. It can be for people that literally don't know what the fuck they're going on about. So they'll be going blah 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 blah, and I'll be like, eh? And then people will be like, oh my God, finally, someone's actually asking the questions. Like us dumb people do want to learn, but
Yeah,
people need to understand that we don't know anything. And people
yeah.
talk like we do, but we don't. So please talk to us like we don't know
Well,
anything. Thank you.
um, yeah. I mean, all of those things that you've laid out. I mean, I don't. Even if they were both naked, I don't see. I mean, the only reason I wouldn't want to sit in the bath with an 80-year-old woman is because I feel like she'd be vulnerable at 80.
What she might slip. Is that what you
No,
mean?
no, I just mean like me because I work in care, so like me, the idea of me sitting in the bath with one of the people that I care about feels like incredibly inappropriate. If it was consensual with the 80-year-old and they
Oh
were
yeah.
fully, yeah,
Oh, I'm assuming these people are consenting to this.
yeah, you'd think so, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think either one of them matters, to be honest with you. You go with either one.
No, and I think the 80-year-old would maybe give you better advice. So say if you were sat in the bath with the 80-year-old and she noticed something a bit funny about you, be like, oh, your nipple don't look right, all that mole's a bit weird.
Yeah, yeah,
She'd give you it'd be more like valuable to sit in the bath with an 80-year-old. Like what's a 20-year-old gonna do? Like, can they even like perform sexually at that age? No.
yeah. They can, but they're just stupid, aren't they? They're just
No, 20-year-old men, I don't think they can. They sort of just like hump things like a Jack Russell.
yeah, yeah. Fair
Yeah,
play.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go with you. I'll go for the 80-year-old as well.
Yeah, I just think that sounds more like of a laugh.
So yeah, 63% would rather go in the bath with the 80-year-old.
Yeah, I would.
Yeah, yeah,
And I feel like you get more conversation. I feel like it'd be less awkward as well. Like I feel like they'd be more open to having a chat and a laugh.
Yeah, the 20. I think the 20-year-old would be because all of the like ego's gone at by the time you get to 80, isn't it? Like it's particularly about
Yeah.
how your looks are, because you're just like a leather bag, aren't you?
Yeah, I can't wait to be that age. I hope I'm that age one day because we were talking about wavelengths earlier. I think that's the
Yeah.
wavelength I'm on, like 80-year-olds. Like two of my best mates, one is 78 and one is 82.
I mean, yeah, and they've got interesting stories as well.
Oh yeah, and my 82-year-old friend, she used to have a pet crocodile and she hangs herself upside down every day.
What, the 82-year-old?
Mm-hmm.
Fucking hell. Yeah, see? How is that?
Exactly.
How there's no way a 20-year-old has got any cool stories like that. All of their stories end with, and I got shit-faced in a club, and it's like, oh, well done. Everyone does that.
Exactly. The most interesting thing maybe is the flavor of their vape. Um, but yeah, the 20-year-olds I sometimes talk to 20-year-olds because, like when you're hanging around in comedy, there's like
Hmm.
people of all kinds of ages and music. And I talk to them, and all they talk about is like, oh yeah, me and Zoe and Emily and Carl, we stayed up all night, and we stayed up till like 6 a.m. and we were like playing on the keyboard and we're smoking weed and like we stayed up so late, and I'm just there like, that makes me want to have a shower. This story makes me feel dirty. Like, shut up.
All right, let's do this last one. Would you rather push a button that will always make you lose everything but have one wish, or
Ooh,
do not press the button?
no, definitely pressing the button.
You get one wish
Because
from the button.
surely, yeah, but then surely you can just keep repressing it, right?
Yeah, but also it
Doesn't say
doesn't.
it's limited to one.
Are we doing the usual stipulations on a wish? Like, if you get one wish, you can't wish for more wishes, because otherwise you just push it once and then say, "I'll have a
Mm.
100 wishes, please."
Yeah, it's exactly what I do.
Yeah, yeah, it's the button. It's got to be the button.
Yeah. And
All right.
also, surely you could like wish for all your stuff back plus whatever you wanted. Like
Yeah,
I wish for all my stuff and my life to be exactly the way it is and £1 billion, please. And
yeah.
then that's my wish.
All right. Let's do that one because I need a poo, so I've got to get
Yeah.
got to do
And
this
you
one,
gotta go to football.
and I
Yeah,
got to go do football.
yeah. Lucky for some. Wish I had football to go to.
Only
Yeah.
38% of people would go with that, with the one that we just
Oh,
chose. Most people would just not press the button.
God. And that shows why a lot of people are poor.
It does, doesn't it?
Yeah.
They're frightened of the risk. That's what it is. They're
Yeah.
risk averse.
Yeah, exactly.
You and I,
High
we like to
risk,
take
high.
risks. Yeah,
Yeah.
we're open mic comedians, because we like the risk of dying on our ass.
And we got wacky hair.
Yeah, and we got wacky hair. That's true.
Mm.
Right. Well, it's been pleasure.
Yeah.
Thanks for
So I
doing
want to see
this.
what next one was. No,
Oh, we
yeah, no, genuinely, from the bottom of my heart, not taking the piss, even though it looks like I am, but I'm
yeah,
not.
yeah, yeah.
No, thank you very much for inviting me onto your podcast that you believe that no one will watch, but I believe people will watch.
Oh, that's kind. Well, I don't know. It's nice and it's fun, and I had fun doing this as well because it's just, I don't know.
I
You're
enjoyed hearing what your dinner was, and I'll be thinking about that. Oh, you're going to be running around with that like mixture in your stomach. Your farts are going to stink.
No, I'm just about
Oh,
to go
that's
for.
why you
I'm.
need a shit.
Yeah, that's why
Yeah.
I'm just about to go for a poo now.
Right. Enjoy your poo. I hope it's nice.
Yeah,
And
thank you very
it
much.
relates to this. And
It
then
does.
hopefully I'll see you soon in some pub somewhere where we talk.
Gigging.
Yeah.
All
Gigging,
right.
that's it. That's the word. All right.
Thanks.
Right. Bye. Thank
Bye
you.
bye.
Bye.